Good morning, Year 3-4, and welcome to your second reading session of the week. We've started a new book this week, The Day You Begin by Jacqueline Woodson, and yesterday we predicted what might happen in the book. We looked at the front cover, we looked at the title, and we had a go at predicting what might happen in the book. And now, over the next 3 days, we're going to read our book. So it's a very short book, but we're going to look at each page carefully and see what that page is suggesting. As we read along, I want you to be following with your finger. I want you to be reading out loud with me, and I'd also like you to be paying particular attention to punctuation, making sure we're taking breaths at full stops. So here we go. The day you begin. There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you. Here we can see this girl. She's quite hesitant to go into the classroom. Maybe it will be your skin, your clothes, or the curl of your hair. How do you think this girl feels already? There will be times when no one understands the way words curl from your mouth, the beautiful language of the country you left behind. My name is Rigoberto. We just moved here from Venezuela. And because they don't understand, the classroom will fill with laughter until the teacher quiets everyone. Here, in this picture, how do you think the boy feels? And in this picture, how do you think the boy feels? Rigoberto, from Venezuela, your teacher says so soft and beautifully that your name and homeland sound like flowers blooming the first bright notes of a song. There will be times when the words don't come. Your own voice, once huge, now smaller. When the teacher asks, "What did you do last summer?" Tell the class your story. "We went to France," Shyla says. "These shells came from a beach in Maine." A boy named Jonathan holds out a jar filled with tiny shells so fragile they look like they'll turn to dust in your own untravelled hands. "My whole family went to India, Spain, South Carolina." Each souvenir a small triumph of a journey. Their travels going on and on. And here we can see the different children who have been to different places. How do you think this girl feels? And as you stand in front of that room, you can only remember how the heat waved as it lifted off the curb, and your days spent at home caring for your little sister, who made you laugh out loud and hugged you hard at nap time. You can only remember the books you kept on reading long after she had fallen to sleep. And in that room, where no one else is quite like you, you'll look down at your empty hands and wonder, what good is this when other students were lying and sailing and going somewhere? There will be times when the lunch your mother packed for you is too strange or too unfamiliar for others to love as you do. When even your own friend, Nadja, will wrinkle her nose and say, "What's in there anyway?" And you'll wonder how she doesn't see the rice beneath the meat and kimchi. You'll wonder why she doesn't remember that rice is the most popular food in the world. There will be times when the climbing bars are too high. The run is too fast and far. The game isn't one you can ever really play. "I don't want him on our team." "You can watch. Maybe you can have a turn later." Again, how do we think this boy feels? There will be times when the world feels like a place that you're standing all the way outside of. Okay, we're going to stop there for today, and I'd like you to go over now to your whole class, to your guided reading session, and you're going to have to answer some questions on your text. So far, there's always been one person who's felt a bit different from everyone else. And that's what we're going to focus on today in our guided reading session. Can you now move over to your guided reading session?